just stop doing these days.
Yeah, when you work, it's hard to find time.
It is, to do much of anything, but are you gonna check it, see if it's working?
No.
What?
I said no.
You better. Okay, that's enough. Move it around and see. Julie, give him a big old grin over there. Look at there, yeah. Okay, see if it's gonna work before we waste all this time on it. Thanks, she wants you to talk to her.
What do you want?
I'm just thrilled.
Yeah.
She's as thrilled
Yeah.
and as happy over
I'm
somebody
happy.
coming around as we are.
Yeah.
She's just as thrilled.
See, I like everybody to come around and visit, don't you? Saying I'm honoring, I'm gonna come right back because I'm not ready to get down on you. Yeah. Now that's just too much. That's too much and too high.
You think too much of this.
Come around here and sit in the chair with me?
When she be out here and wanna, I barely know why she think I'm asleep.
Yeah.
She'll start way back over here and she'll jump up
Really?
on that thing right away and come against the back.
Yeah, they really have more feeling and understanding, I think, than we give them credit for. I know that big old.
Computers that way all the time.
Cut your camera and let me get to the coffee pot.
I can tell you, yes, I know you got this problem, I know what it is, but I don't know what's causing it.
And right there is a
You run into
little bit of
somebody,
stupidity. But Walt
I don't consider
Franco,
myself stupid, and I have to
Walt
tell people
Franco
that.
is an exception. The man is good at his job.
He cares about it, that's the difference.
I have went in over there and he looked like a college student studying for an exam. He'd have these service bulletin updates. He'd have a stack of them that high.
Are you in her way?
Study them.
That's that he cares about what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright, we
He's
got a
a
trash
rare
can
breed.
somewhere.
Hey, you can't say that they're
Right,
stupid
that
just
bag,
because
I
they
think.
don't care about doing it. It's just that they don't care, because they're just
Well, to me
worried
it's
about making
stupidity
money.
because
Maybe
somewhere
something else?
No, I
they
think
take
they smell
attitude
right there.
pretty
I was
much
gonna get
like
me a
us.
piece.
And
Yes.
He told me, he said, these people's buying these 89 cars. He said, they're not gonna have any trouble right now. He said, wait about 4 or
See if you
5
can get a
years.
picture of their
He said,
cake here.
even the
So
box
you can put the year on it.
Already got it.
Yeah, everything.
Thank you,
He
Dave.
said, the doors, the windows,
Why don't we turn it
everything
around and they can
computer.
flip it up?
How about
And
that?
he had just finished a 2 or 3 week schooling on the air conditioners. He said the air conditioners are controlled by a computer. He said somewhere or another they got this compressor set up where when the temperature in the car is
Did
where
you
it
get
should
it, Barbara?
be.
Yeah,
He said that
Julie had some too.
compressors,
Putting
the
too much
pistons
Barbie
don't
on.
make, just barely move. They said whenever it gets hot, they said those pistons.
Do you wanna have a
make
piece of
full
your
throttle.
anniversary
Variable.
cake?
Variable ratio.
pitch.
That's
Or
right.
something.
Yeah, I'll leave
Oh, it's the same way with that new overdrive transmission they got.
Lucy's up there next door. Yeah, that,
It's right up the hill there, dude.
Hey, Pope!
Chrysler's having some trouble with their, front wheel drive overdrive.
From what I've heard.
Well,
it's
they
a-
just
it's a
had a
standard that-
recall on them.
The standard that the rest of the industry's trying to duplicate, it's called Ultra Glide or something, Ultra.
Yeah, it's
something.
electronically controlled.
Everything on it. GM is on the drawing boards now trying to come
But
up with something for them.
they're having some problems.
It's teething problems, Thomas.
It's what?
It's teething problems. It's
Yeah,
minute.
sometime you won't.
That's all
Is
it
that
is.
the
It's
you've
just
been holding
teething. We
on?
come out
Is that what
with a
she
new computer
wants?
system, we have teething problems. It works that way with everything. That's why you don't buy it the first year.
Well, somebody's got to buy one.
Brakes on me.
Right,
Well,
that
it's not
don't mean
mixing
it has
up
to
with
be you.
that.
If you're knowledgeable enough, you'll know better. You'll say, well, I'll wait a year or two.
Well, the way they're
before I buy
changing them
one.
every year, it's the first year on
Chrysler
everything line.
Chrysler doesn't change that much. You know
Yes,
that.
they do.
They'll make this transmission
are
last
now.
in the next 25 years like
Well,
they did with
it
the
may not be a
Corvette.
transmission, but there's something in there changing.
Okay, here you are. You
There
want to
again,
do
something
it?
that radical, that
Yeah.
new though. You know it's a new transmission, there's gonna be problems.
But see, a lot of people don't know
Better go ahead
this.
and cut it.
I know,
Let's
but
wait
you
for
do.
you back
Don't
here
buy
so we
one
can-
with.
Well, I'm not gonna buy one anyway.
Have some
She's
too.
gonna get her a Spirit.
Ready for
I
some?
can see
I'm
it
scared
here.
plus the spirit.
The new Dodge
Oh,
Spirit.
okay.
That's Japanese made.
She's out
We're
of
gonna have you a piece of cake here.
Not Japanese.
Well, that Plymouth Lancer, Laser.
That's
That's a Japanese made one.
You want to cut it?
It's
Or you want me to do
made
it for you? I mean, you
in
want to
You
cut it?
don't
an old,
cut it.
the old plant that they used to make the,
My hands
Dodge
are so
and Omni
shaky,
and
I
Plymouth
make a
Horizon.
mess out of it, I guess.
It's
But
just like
the
this
report
one
I
comes
got on
off-
that thing is
This
a
one
joint
comes
venture
off,
between
right, this one
Mitsubishi.
comes off this side.
Should I
they
put it in a
Mitsubishi
plate
on
or on
this
the
side,
neck,
they put
do you
Plymouth
think?
on
Just
this
like
side.
And the laser comes off
Yeah,
on
they
the
have
inside.
it.
No, they just badge them differently when they come off the line. It's the
Well,
same thing.
Mitsubishi's got one that looks identical.
I know,
And
that's what I'm
it's
saying. It's like one says Dodge Aries, the other says Plymouth
No,
Horizon. That's the same.
gonna
You're
eat some
using
cake?
the Dodge name.
But that's just it.
Yeah,
It's the
I'm-
same
I'm-
car.
much
But
as
they-
I-
What
they
do they
said
call
that
it?
this,
Mitsubishi.
pick
and
Oregon
this
You
one
without-
says
don't
two-
fart, baby.
2 liter, with a turbo.
There's some more in that
They say that
bag.
thing is cranking out
It don't make
194.
any difference to
Twin
this thing.
cam.
Right here.
It's got
Yeah, right there in
the
front of you.
Japanese, it's got the Mitsubishi engine and transmission, but all the body work is Chrysler's doing it. It's all there.
I think they're the same engine too, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But it's a
They are the
Mitsubishi engine.
right and transmission, but the car, you could bring one off without putting any kind of emblem on it, and it could be either one.
Yeah.
It just depends on what kind of name they put on it. It's
Put
the
on it.
same
And it's
car.
got a, one of them got a different spoiler and the
They
other
put a
don't have
spoiler on
spoiler.
the Mitsubishi.
That's just
they
like
don't on the Plymouth.
the Ford SHO.
Now,
It's
that's
a Ford shell, but it's a
It's all-
Japanese
exactly,
interior.
and they're pushing it.
Into
But
that.
see, the thing with the Ford Taurus is
That's
that's
all,
not
you're
that
not
joint
finished eating,
venture
are
with
you?
Mazda.
I'm-
But
I-
you gotta compare the Ford is the Pro.
Julie, you ready for
That's their
yours?
joint venture with Mazda. One line.
How much, what you want, you like icing
It
or
comes off,
plain
it's
or?
called a Pro. The other side of it, they call it a Mazda 626. It's the same car.
Which one of these cakes was the best?
Ooh,
Red
yeah,
Santa,
lime,
yeah.
all
Was this
that.
a cake,
This is coconut, that's pound, and that's chocolate.
And that's
That
red.
pound
Will you
cake
give me a-
certainly is good.
Barbara, will you give me a piece of that pie when you get finished?
I'm gonna
Yours?
give you a piece
Just
of
a small piece.
let me get the big piece before you have a small piece, because you don't need a big
You
piece,
don't have a fork or anything, do you?
make you fat.
I can tell you all kinds of horror stories about car dealerships.
Well,
That's our,
They ain't nothing but horror stories right now.
all of them are.
Because
You're
people
gonna
that
find problems with them.
the people that I talk to, they're all having the same problems I'm having. Nobody in the aftermarket knows how to service them. It's not because the car is not good when it leaves the factory. They just don't have anybody that knows or cares about how to service it.
Well, what are we supposed to do then? Just constantly having, having problems with the cars and you can't find anywhere dependable to take it?
You're at their mercy. That's what it amounts to. If it wasn't for Walt next door down there, that old Chrysler had been sitting out there in the backyard 2 or 3 years ago.
Want to see a mechanic?
Top notch.
Does he work somewhere?
Good Chrysler too.
Does he?
Well, what are you gonna do about a Ford mechanic?
Well,
Or
I can work
Chevrolet
on the
mechanic?
board a little bit.
Mom, this cake is good.
This
What are you gonna do
coconut
about
pie's
it?
good.
A Chevrolet mechanic, you need one of them.
So far, I've not heard the bad talk on the GMs that I have on the.
You haven't bought one yet.
Oh, isn't he pretty though?
See if you can get him to come back.
What's he got, a yellow and a blue eye?
Come here. Come here. Oh, gosh.
Isn't he pretty? Everything's good. I want a little piece of cake and a pound cake.
Mama, look at this cat.
Ooh, oh, and it must be petted. Looky there, petted. Be careful when Lucy's around, because she might try to scratch or something.
Go away, Lucy.
Oh, it's got one yellow and one blue. Ooh, yeah, looky there.
It's soft.
Nice that pet. Talk about shedding though. Woo.